Now, I know most guys have had this one particular experience where you get to know a girl, she's pretty, she's funny, she's smart, all of the above. These damn birds. And then all of a sudden you found out that she has a male bestie. And now everything just seemed uneasy. Now you're thinking, you're panicking, you're overthinking everything. Now every time you do something wrong or you make a mistake with your girl, you feel like she's going over to him. It's just, everything just felt so wrong. Now the question is, why are male besties such a threat to us? Or why aren't they a threat to us? Yo, what's good? It's Thoks. Here you have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk down in the comments below. Feels so good to say that again, like after such a long time. I've just been busy with exams, it's just been tough. But today we're going to be talking about male besties. Now, I'll repeat the question that I said at first. Why are male besties like such a threat to us guys? Like, why do they feel like such a threat? Well, first of all, I would say it's mostly just like an overthinking kind of thing with guys, We think that, what if this guy is doing something that I'm not? What if he's fulfilling my girl in ways that I can't? Or things of that nature, Then it just feels like there's something missing within you that she has to go out and get a male bestie. But I think you got it all wrong. Because most of the times it's all context, sometimes it's just, she just feels a platonic relationship between her and this guy. And she wouldn't want to do anything that would jeopardize your relationship. But it always constantly feels like if you ever mess up or do something wrong, she'll fall back on this guy. And then this guy is gonna do what this guy is gonna do. The game is the game. It always is. I know that some guys actually have a platonic relationship with their female friends. They don't really want anything more than that. I have a few female friends myself where I don't really even want anything more. I fuck with the people. I'm cool with them, It's just that element of he's there. You mess up anytime and he's gonna be there. Yeah, you just feel uneasy, and then now you become insecure. You start thinking about all the things that he has that you don't, like you start comparing yourself. Oh, I'm not tall enough, I don't have nice hair, his skin is clearer than mine. The list can go on for hours. I think that's where a lot of us guys are getting it wrong. With me saying all of this, there's still guys out there that want that little opportunity, that little crack in her armor, just in case, they're gonna stay friends with her just so they can have that one opportunity to hit. That's just life, man. That's just how the world works. There's gonna be people, different kinds of people out here, and these kinds of guys are gonna be there whether you like it or not. But now here's why you shouldn't really worry about these guys. Here's why I don't worry about these guys. I'm speaking from my perspective and my personal experience. He could actually just be an actual friend of hers, and if you loved your girl, you would be fine with the fact that she has someone that wants good for her. Not in the way that you think. When I say good for her, I don't mean him, I don't mean him saying,
come on, I'm better for you, I'm what's good for you. Why do you stay with this guy? He doesn't treat you good. He doesn't give you the treatment that you deserve.
I was one of them. Now hear me out. I was young. I've grown. Like, another thing about these kinds of friendships is she's allowed to do whatever she wants. Yes, she's in a relationship with you, but at the end of the day, she's allowed to have whichever friend she wishes to have. It's her life, not yours, unfortunately. You can't control her. She's an individual just like you. Just try and consider that fact. Sometimes it really is just context, hey? Like, he could just actually be something that you don't have to worry about at all. But throughout all of this context and all this stuff, whether he wants to take the opportunity or not, it all just comes down to also trusting yourself, knowing that she chose you for a reason. She chose you because she saw something. You really have nothing to worry about. Like, you just need to trust yourself and your own value that you bring to the table. Oftentimes girls will see that kind of energy. They'll see that in you, that you trust yourself.
He knows what he wants. He's comfortable with himself. He knows his value.
This, that, and the third, it attracts them even more, if I'm being honest. Another thing, it's also a thing of trusting your woman. You decided to get into a relationship with her. You have to have that element of trust with her, knowing that she's not really gonna do anything like, too crazy. She's not going to be promiscuous. The question is, why would you even consider getting into a relationship with someone that you don't trust? It happens a lot nowadays that people will have doubts. People start overthinking. If you're gonna overthink about someone or your relationship, at least talk to the person about it. Maybe they'll reassure you. Maybe you actually have nothing to really worry about. Because that doubt, it'll really ruin the relationship in the future. It creates problems. at the end of the day, it's your guys' relationship. You have to like talk about this kind of stuff. But I'm also gonna drop like a little bomb. I'm also gonna say something that's gonna sound crazy. Listen now, I know these guys are gonna bash me again. But yeah, I don't really mind getting bashed. I speak about what I think is true. So here's the thing now. Oftentimes, not all the time, oftentimes, girls will cheat because of the guy in the relationship. I know that sounds crazy because yes, it is her. She decided to cheat. She decided to look elsewhere. But at the same time, you need to understand that you gave her certain energy that she had to. She went off of that energy. Why do you think girls clock out so fast in relationships and then think about another guy? Like, when girls cheat, they like cheat, boy. They cheat with like deep intent. Now, this doesn't really justify a woman's infidelity. It just means that she should talk to you about her current feelings and say, hey, I don't really like where this relationship is going. I think we should take a break, or there's something that you did earlier and it didn't really sit well with me. Like that kind of maturity goes a long way, you know, because at the end of the day, you need to talk about this kind of stuff. Like, communication is really key. And oftentimes she cheats because you went back on your promise. You're not the guy that she thought you were. A relationship is basically a promise to each other. You guys are making a promise to each other that you must hold yourselves accountable to keep. She went into the relationship expecting one thing and you gave her another. So overall, like, the best thing to do is just communicate about it. This is why I say you really don't have anything to worry about with this guy. Like, you don't have anything to worry about. If she does actually decide to cheat, leave.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off. Take me off. Cut the show.
You can provide a little more clarity between you and your partner and talk about your relationship and talk about what you want from your relationship and talk about exactly where this relationship is supposed to go. What do you guys want from each other? What do you want from this relationship? Etc. That really goes a long way in the relationship. The moment you don't fulfill your promise, she's able to check you on that. She's going to be like, you said that this is what you wanted. Is this still what you want, or is there something else? You know, talk about you guys' feelings throughout the relationship, because a relationship is a journey, not a destination.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!
We need to start being able to trust ourselves in the relationship, or in this kind of environment, in any kind of environment really. Just be able to bet on yourself and be like, I know my woman and I trust my woman. I know that she wouldn't cheat on me. I know that she wouldn't look at another guy's way. Having that level of trust within yourself, it makes life pretty simple. And the moment that she does cheat, talk to her about it, and then you can do whatever you want. I'm not saying that you must, stay, immediately leave when she cheats, because she might actually change. You never know. But as I said again, this is from a guy's perspective, so this is why I keep mentioning she cheating, So that's all I really have to say on this topic. This has been Thoks. Here we have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the male best friend? Let me know, and correct me if you think that my opinion didn't really sit well with you. Then talk about it down in the comments. I reply to every comment I see. Or you can DM me, follow me on Instagram too, and then we can debate about certain topics that you may feel like I've addressed wrongly, because that's what I live for. I live for being corrected. You see, if you're gonna provide a new perspective in my life, then I'm all for it, if I'm being honest. So yeah, hey, as you guys can see, I'm back. This December, from this video, I plan to upload every single day. So I know it's going to be tough because I have a lot of things that I need to be focusing on and working on, but this is a start. I'll try. The point is that I'll try. I want to give a special shout out to Bokang. I'll pop up a screenshot right now of what he said. I really appreciate messages like this, because they show me that my videos have an impact somewhere in this world, that they actually mean something to someone, that I'm making the impact that I wish to make with my videos. And that is a really motivating factor for me. That's all I really have to say, man. This has been Thoks. Here we have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk. Over and out.